Hello everyone, we are Bianca, Jasmine, and Kiriani. We come from LCIS. Today, we will talk about the Berlin Wall.
The Berlin Wall started construction on the 13th of August 1961. It was destroyed on the 9th of November 1989. The history of Berlin Wall is very long. We have to go all the way back to the World War II.
After the Allies took over Germany, they took a tiny part of Germany. However, the Soviet Union didn't agree on the subject. Therefore, Germany broke apart. The UK, US, and France took over West Berlin, and the Soviet Union took over the East.
The length of the Berlin Wall was 43 kilometers across East Berlin and 112 kilometers across West Germany. In the rear end of the wall, there was a part that was called the Death Strip. The Death Strip consisted of bear traps, guard dogs, even landmines.
This affected millions of lives, separated families, neighborhoods, and divided not just Germany but the world.
It has been said that if communism was right, why did it imprison its own people and induce violence to contain its workforce that restrained its economy? If communism was right, they wouldn't put propaganda that the Westerners were a continuation regime of the Nazis, or that the Soviet Union formed a secret police to report and sniff out any hint of disloyalty. This way of living in fear and paranoia was not living at all. The people of the East had been locked in a cage of communist repression and demanded to be let out. People were risking their lives to ensure freedom of themselves and the next generation. Communism had transformed into an economy that extracted its resources as war reparations, making its economy even less competitive. The Soviet Union had defied their name of German Democratic Republic. They had become what they were afraid of. The wall tarnished the Soviet Union's global symbol of communism and equality, was now a symbol of communist repression. Freedom over these 4 decades was something that could not be caged or broken down. Democracy had played out that some opinions are not valued as much as others. Democracy had left that freedom of the people were as poor as back in communism. Freedom had left people without a house or a bed. Freedom had twisted and bended to people's will according to their perspective because they had higher power. Some part of the quality of life had improved based on rights and acceptances. Freedom had increased in the world to a certain degree, and people had realized that when we stop caring about each other, we lose our humanity.
As the wall came down, of course, the entire Soviet Union, Soviet power structure, with its closed borders, economic oppression, and mind controls, started to fall with it. A welter of previously closed nor-bound economies across Europe sputtered into life, enduring much hardship and uncertainty, yes, but clearly lurching forward.
In the end, freedom always wins. You can cage it, but never forever. To this day, a piece of Berlin Wall lives in Germany to remind people of how communism ended and freedom began.